Hello, welcome back to the channel. Jen here from She Flips Websites. If you're new, my name is Jen and I do website flipping. I've been flipping sites off and on for the past almost 10 years now. What I do is build, grow, and sell websites for profit. I do it as a side hustle and I've made over 6 figures from it. On this channel, I want to document website flipping and how it works and share it with more people. On TikTok, if you want to follow me, my handle is website flipping. And on there, I talk about the journey I've gone through flipping sites, different websites I've flipped, how it works, all of your burning questions about it answered in short form video, along with highlighting my students' success as well. I had a student who started flipping sites full time. She flipped 60 plus sites in 6 months. I have other students that, as beginners, flipped their first site in less than a week, and lots of other success stories. So I'd love if you can give me a follow over there as well. For the algorithm, about a minute into this video, can you comment website for me? I would greatly appreciate it. The comments create engagement, and so they help with visibility on the channel and help for more people to see my YouTube channel and videos. So I would love if you could do that. I'm on a journey. It's July 2025, and I'm wanting to build a habit to start creating content on this channel more consistently. So what I'm doing is I'm publishing 3 videos a day. By the end of the month, my hope is to have at least 90 YouTube videos published. It has been a rocky road so far, being fully transparent. Some days I don't publish any videos. Some I do less than 3, some I do more than 3. At the end of the month, as long as I have 90 done, that's my goal. So I'm giving myself some grace. I don't want to be too strict on myself because I know I'm going to fall off and I probably won't finish the challenge, but that's what I'm working toward. And with 90 videos, I hope to have covered a ton of different angles on website flipping and answer all or a lot of your questions about how it works and how to start, and then hopefully grow this channel as well. We'll see. So in this video, we're going to talk about what happens when your website does not sell. If you're watching this, you probably already know about website flipping. The way that I do it is I build and sell. I don't buy and sell. Building and selling is more cost effective. So you don't have to have a big budget of hundreds or thousands of dollars to buy a website. It's also more beginner friendly. The way I do it, there's no coding at all. You don't need to know computer programming. You don't need to be a web designer or a graphic designer. The budget that you'll need will be about $50 max. I have students that do this with $30, $40. So just be prepared with about 50 bucks. And this will go toward things like getting your domain and getting web hosting. So I pick a topic, create the website, grow it, and flip it. And I do it over and over again. So when I sell the site, right, y'all, sorry about that. I got cut off. So, excuse me. We were talking about what happens when your site does not sell. I tend to sell on platforms like Flippa. And the way that works is you put your website up for sale for a period of time. At the end of that, it'll either sell or not. So I want to talk to you about the process after, assuming it does not sell, what happens. So with Flippa, which is where, again, I usually sell most of my starter sites, you have 2 options. You can do an auction or you can do a classified listing. An auction is just what it sounds like. You start your auction at an opening bid. Buyers come in and they bid $1, $5, $10. Bid continues, auction continues until it ends. At the end of the auction, if top bid does not reach your reserve price, the reserve price is the minimum price you set for the auction, where bids must reach that number in order for the site to sell. If it doesn't meet that threshold, then the website will not sell. So, for example, if you have an opening bid of $1, which most website sellers do, and you have a reserve of $300, and your auction runs for 14 days. as we're approaching 14 days, you're getting bids, people are wanting the site. You reach 250 top bid at the time that the auction ends. Your website will not sell because it didn't meet the $300 reserve price that you set. Okay, so that's how that works. With a classified listing, you just set a price for your website, one and done. Like when you visit Amazon and you buy a product for a set price. Like when you go to Etsy and you buy a product for a set price. That's what a classified listing is. And so you'll set a time period for this as well. So with either option, when the time period ends, what happens? For auctions, there's something called post negotiation, which happens after the auction ends. There's a period of time when you'll have an opportunity to negotiate with the watchers on your website listing one-on-one. Now, a watcher is someone who sees your website listing on Flippa and they decide to favorite the listing. They'll click the heart button or the watch button and they become a watcher so they can stay on top of your website listing if changes happen, if there's activity, stuff like that. They're interested. So for those people who are watchers for your website listing, you'll get a chance to lodge an offer and negotiate with them one-on-one to sell your site. So that happens right after the auction ends, that post-negotiation period, and hopefully in that time you'll find a buyer. If not, you'll have an opportunity to relist your site at a discount with Flippa. And that's what happens. Eventually, hopefully, the website will sell, whether it sells in this post-negotiation period or you relist it and it sells the second time you put it up for sale. And that's typically what happens after the website time frame for your listing ends and it goes unsold. I hope that makes sense. Now, there's a ton of different ways for you to sell your site. Flippa is not the only option. There's many other marketplace platforms out there. There's also ways that you can sell your site without using a platform at all. And I cover all this in my course, The Art of the Microflip. In the course, I teach you about how to build, grow, and sell websites for profit. These are some of my success stories from students who've successfully flipped sites, learning from me. Here's a look at some of the website flips that I've done. I mentioned in previous videos, I flip starter sites and I flip more established season sites as well. I do both. So in the course, you're going to learn about the difference between starter sites and established sites, how to start, picking your niche, creating content, doing the design, social media, SEO, traffic generation, monetization and how to make your site income producing, the actual flip and how that works. So listing and flipping your site for sale, migrating it and transferring it to the buyer once it sells. I have a 30-day case study of a website flip I did specifically for the course. So you can watch me build in public and sell the site successfully demoed in the course, the sale process, and then we have some bonuses too at the end. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment to let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.